Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your June general read. Please remember that this is still general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, and that includes cross watchers. Please switch the energies around if it applies, but never try and force a timeline to fit. If it's not your story this time, then it's absolutely okay to just leave it be. You'll normally find that the bits that are not hitting the mark for you are actually part of someone else's timeline. Okay, so let's get into this for you then, Aquarius. Aquarius for June, please. Aquarius for June. Okay. Number 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. It says, head and heart in conflict, a truce will be declared and the heart will win. Okay, so my immediate reaction to that particular card for you, Aquarius, obviously there's a battle here between your heart and your mind. It's like your heart is wanting one thing and your mind is telling you that it's a bad plan. So you are going to be coming to an internal compromise here, and yeah, as it says, your heart's going to win this battle. You are going to start listening to your heart throughout the month of June. I'm also seeing here that it's really strange, because there's like a strand of DNA that's running through this card. And there's also sort of like broken cogs and autumn leaves. So for some of you, just as a side note, for some of you, not all of you, you're looking into like your family tree, and you're trying to see if you can get back to your roots or make contact with family members. That there is something here that, when it pertains to you and your family tree, it is very significant for you throughout the month of June. It's like there's a curiosity here when it pertains to your family tree. It's like you're trying to put the pieces of your family together, like the pieces of your heritage. And with those cogs as well, it's like you always felt that the answers that you needed when it pertains to your family tree, the answers that you needed to feel like part of that big family machine. It's like you always felt that you never quite fit in with your particular family, and you're trying to figure out why. It's bizarre. It's like you never had the answers that you needed. But you are going to be receiving answers throughout the month of June. That there's some kind of new information here that pertains to your family tree. Really interesting way to begin your read, Aquarius. Right, so we'll see what comes out of the tarot for you. And I will speed up this part of the video as well, just so that you're not sitting watching me shuffle through your entire deck. Okay, Aquarius, please, for June. Aquarius for June. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius, the zodiacs that I can see in your reading, and please don't hold on too tightly to the zodiacs that I mention. For some individuals, the information's relevant, and for others not so much. It all really depends on if you know your entire chart, or indeed if you know the entire chart of the individual that you are dealing with. Okay. So we've got Libran energy with justice. Your Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra, and you've got Leo energy with the strength. Your Page of Wands pertains to the start of spring, and your Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. Your Knight of Swords is Gemini energy. The Lovers is also Gemini energy. The Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. Your Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. Your Four of Wands is Venus in Aries, and Judgment is Pluto energy. That's the element of fire. The Ten of Swords is Mercury in Gemini. The Hanged Man is Neptune, so that's the element of water. The Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini. The Ten of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius, and Knight of Wands is Sagittarius again. Okay, so the planetary influences that I can see in your reading, Aquarius: Mars and Mercury. So Mars is the planet of action, desire and aggression. It's the element of fire. And Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect and reason. It's the element of air. Your first oracle card is actually making a lot of sense for your current energies, and it's matching pretty much spot on with your planetary influences in this read as well. I'm really limited here on how much more I can elaborate on that without actually repeating myself. It's literally your head and heart in a battle at the moment. You're trying to figure out how you can take action towards your desires. And it is desires with that Mars influence. It's a very sexual energies also. So again, reinforced with your current overall energy, Justice. That's literally a card all about balance. So yeah, you're trying to be fair, you're trying to maintain balance. You don't know what your next step is, though. You literally do not know. With the Four of Swords, that's a card of non-action. It's all about rest, reevaluate, rejuvenate. It's all of the re's. There's a battle as well between you're trying to find the confidence, and there's something that has actually given you a bit of an adrenaline boost, but you're not taking action on it just yet. Your first card out, with that being the Page of Wands. I think I can see what you're doing here, Aquarius. You're not taking action at the moment because you're being very mischievous. Very. You're waiting for this individual to communicate with you first, and then once they have, see, at the moment you've got a bit of a you've got this sort of energies of being very single-minded at the moment when it pertains to this connection. And this particular read is pertaining to a romantic connection. You're very single-minded here at the moment, and you're very focused on your target. All right, your target is the Lovers card, so your target is the individual that you want to be in union with. In your heart and in your soul, what is central to all of the other energies that's currently going on around you at the moment is the Six of Wands. That's the soldier's homecoming. It's the success and the celebration. The shadow side of that card is arrogance. I'm not feeling that so much here. I'm actually feeling confidence, Aquarius. You are not taking action on the subject of your desires because you're wanting this individual to contact you first. Once they've done that, you are going to ensure that this connection is full steam ahead thereon after. Really, really interesting. Very, very cheeky energies as well with the Page of Wands. That's like a sort of cheeky, flirty message. It's quite an excitable energies. And it's backed up again here with the Six of Wands. It's like there's been a spark of inspiration here, Aquarius, and you're playing it really clever. You're playing it coy, all right? You know that this individual's got the hots for you. You know this individual has got something towards you, and you're trying to play it coy. Now, the reason being that there is actually a really, really good reason behind you being quite cheeky at the moment. The reason, Judgment and Ten of Swords with the Five of Cups. All right. So, Judgment card. I bloody hate that card. I hate it with a vengeance. I do not like that card. Just my personal opinion. I even more so don't like it when we're coming up for a Mercury retrograde. This doesn't bother you though, Aquarius. In fact, you're very much grasping at the opportunities as and when they arise. So, Judgment pertains to somebody having an awakening. Great. Somebody listening to the call. Fantastic. It also pertains to a rebirth, which indicates somebody from your past asking you for a second chance. Combine that with the upcoming Mercury retrograde, which is, I do believe, on the 18th of June. I could be mistaken, but it does say on my notes that it's the 18th of June. The Mercury retrograde is literally when something is over. It's a chance for a do-over during the Mercury retrograde. And it's literally that energy that says, right, okay, so this thing is over, it's gone, but do you want it back? Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? It's that. So when you combine the Judgment card with the Mercury retrograde, on a personal level, I don't like that combination. But you being an Aquarius, you're quite the opposite. And you see this as an opportunity for a rebirth. You see this as an opportunity for second chances. So in your heart and in your soul, you have felt that this individual from your past is going to ask you for a second chance, and your intuition has been pretty much on the ball here, because preemptively you've been in a heart and mind battle about whether or not you are indeed going to give this individual a second chance, and you're trying to balance out, is this a karmic situation or is this a genuine soul connection? And you're trying to balance out whether or not it is wise to embark upon this venture once again. This is a romantic connection here. You've got the Lovers and the Four of Wands. So there's something deep in your soul that's going, actually, would it really be that bad if that situation got back together? Because there's something about when that particular connection ended, there was something that to you felt very, very unfair. So again, you're very, you're an opportunist, and you're really genuinely seeing the potential to this. You've got a Five of Cups here as well. That's usually indicative of an individual who's in that sort of lack mentality. It's someone who is regretful, remorseful, missing you also, feeling sad without you. It's that kind of energies. But there's an issue here, because hanging over the head of that is the Ten of Swords. So there's somebody here within your connection, Aquarius, that feels betrayed, backstabbed and all the rest, while missing each other. So it's quite awkward, even though there is a lot of hope here. Now, I'm not seeing the Star card, but I'm definitely feeling that energies. There is a lot of hope here, and somebody is willing to compromise here in order to fix this particular connection. And the interesting thing here, Aquarius, is you are quietly confident. That's why you're being coy. You're quietly confident that this individual is working their way back around towards you. And for some of you as well, this particular connection is going to end up in a full-blown marriage situation. There's definitely here a chance for you to rebuild your foundations. There's a chance here for you to both put work in, and there is a chance here to basically rebuild the structure and to ensure that it's a firm and solid, stable foundation as well. The Four of Wands pertains to contentment, things being mutual, balanced. It's like that really lovely, homely, loving, warm environment. So there's definitely an opportunity here, Aquarius, during the month of June for you and whoever this individual is for you to rebuild. Be aware, as I always say, about lingering resentments though, especially if somebody is still hung up on the betrayals of the past or otherwise perceived betrayals of the past. So there's going to be an opportunity here for you both to work through your emotions with the Cups energy and to make sure that everything is out in the open, and to ensure that none of that past energy is brought in to your to your future stability. There's a solid chance here for you, Aquarius, on the table, and you're playing coy because you felt it in your soul. You're quietly confident, and now you're just sort of waiting for the confirmation that comes in from the horse's mouth here with the Page of Wands. Yeah, amazing energies, Aquarius, and to be honest with you, I genuinely wouldn't expect anything less. I really do love that sort of cheeky. It's not arrogant. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. But I find it quite amusing how confident and cheeky Aquarius can be. I do really find that amusing. I don't know why, it just appeals. Right, so in your guidance, we've got the Hanged Man and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So avoid being the martyr here with the Hanged Man, because that is all about sacrifices. So with it showing with the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's your nightmare card. So you're being told here to stop thinking worst case scenario first and foremost, and stop worrying about having to play the martyr. You're not going to be asked here to give up anything that isn't beneficial to you anyway. So anything that you do have to sacrifice in order to have this rebirth, this renewal, anything that you have to sacrifice in order to achieve that, it wasn't worth you holding on to anyway. For some of you, the symbol of an ankh here is quite significant. Now, it's really, really bizarre because I've never actually noticed that ankh that is hanging in that tree before. I've had this deck for such an incredibly long time, and I'm only just noticing that. So for some of you, the ankh symbol is significant to you on a very personal level. Someone here could have some kind of Egyptian ancestry. I think that's what it could be. Right, you've also got the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So the Ten of Wands pertains to a need for you to delegate your responsibilities and to also avoid burning your candle at both ends. It also indicates with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, that particular combination is very indicative of an individual, you Aquarius, not getting enough sleep. So there's a need here for you to establish a healthier sleep pattern with that particular combination. And the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is warning you that basically individuals around you are not necessarily going to be very supportive of your decisions to reignite this particular connection, okay? There's going to be a lot of individuals around you questioning why you're doing it, questioning your intent, and quite possibly questioning your sanity as well. You're being told here not to carry their energies. Pay no attention to anybody else's opinion, because at the end of the day, this is your life, it's your decision, and you're the one that has to live with the consequences, not them. Therefore, you have every right to make whatever decision that you deem necessary to ensure your future happiness. Okay, so I'll start pulling you some oracles. We'll see if we can get any further clarity for you. It's for Aquarius, please. Okay. Right. So we've got frigid, chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, and the situation needs time to thaw. So yeah, you felt this sort of change in the wind. You can feel this individual is warming up to you. We've got wicked, mischievous, naughty, harmful, dangerous, false betrayal, lie, cheat, beware, and shy, nervous or too nervous to ask you out. It takes a minute. The answers may be in second guess. Right. For your wicked card, I'm actually feeling with that particular energy that the individuals around you who are questioning why on earth you'd want to rebirth that particular connection, it's like they're literally telling you anything and everything that they can to ensure that you don't go back to that particular connection. There is a shared mischievous energies though between you and this individual. You've got shy. Avoid second guessing what your intuition is telling you. And this individual is going to communicate with you when they feel confident enough to. And healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Yeah, so it's like you're not questioning your own ability here to make healthy choices. It's the other individuals around you who are questioning your ability, and it's like that does not sit well with you. In fact, it really, really annoys you. You just wish that others would have more faith in your abilities. Right, and we've got the butterfly and blowing bubbles. So relationship evolve into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth, with fun-loving, bubbly, manifesting, embrace the moment, airy, flowing, and being in the now. Yeah, Aquarius, you are only interested in living in the here and now. It's not often that you give in to the opinions of others, but it's still niggling and annoying at you, though. The fact that like your friends and your family are sort of second guessing your decisions. And then the butterfly, this connection here, it's evolving. At the moment it feels really uncertain and uncomfortable because it's in the sort of cocoon stages, and as you know, the caterpillar, it needs to sort of turn into mush, no longer a caterpillar but some kind of weird goo thing. The camera just stopped recording, so I don't know how much of that footage that I missed. So as I was saying, the butterfly never sits there and goes, oh, I really miss the days when I was a caterpillar. It doesn't, because it's having too much fun being free as a butterfly. The butterfly has no regrets. It's done that hard work in the cocoon. What's that saying? The caterpillar thought that her life was over, and then she became a beautiful butterfly. Is there anything else for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness, and freedom to feel, freedom to drop all of your burdens. Yeah, you drop in the burdens. You drop in the burdens that pertain to the opinions of others, and the only opinion that you're going to start listening to is your own. And divine sensuality. Oof. Making love and erotica put aside societal, cultural and traditional norms and judgments about who we choose and how we choose to enact sensuality. Someone could be viewing you as a temptress. It is your right to choose freely who you give yourself to. Okay, so yeah, there is a lot of sexual energies in your read. Yeah, as I said right at the start, Aquarius, you know that somebody's got the hots for you, and you're literally just playing coy. I'm struggling here to really elaborate further on this card, because it's doing a fantastic job of speaking for itself. So I am running the risk here of just literally repeating everything that I've already said. That there is a high sexual vibe between you both. You're dropping the opinions of others, and you're going to go for what you want, but you're also playing games with this particular individual as well, with you playing coy. Oh, it's quick. Right, and we've got a new moon, a new start is coming. It says, I'll see it when I believe it. So yeah, when you start having more faith in your abilities, Aquarius, that's when you start to see the efforts of your manifestation. Right, and then it says, it's in tiny writing, you will soon feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. Yeah, letting go of any sort of lingering resentments and welcoming this brand new beginning together. We've got a healing message, please, for Aquarius. Oh, God. Bloody hell. Right. So we've got card number 1, the Bone Collector and ones in tarot pertain to new potential, new beginnings, creation, opportunities and decisions made. New beginnings. I'm looking here, Aquarius, at a connection renewal. Okay, Bone Collector. It says, you are whole and you have everything that you need within. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look more closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we are wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential has been stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth, which then sets us up to behave in a certain way in the future, when then faced with a situation which reminds us of that original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitations. You may feel unworthy or without courage, and you may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or you expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you now as you reclaim it. You have everything that you believe that you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find that you do have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, that was a bit heavy. Yeah, breaking free, making your own choices, and taking action on the things that you want in your life. Positive affirmations, please, for Aquarius. Okay. Right. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you, there's an energies in this particular read that is indicating that some of you have come from very overbearing and over-controlling parental figures who seem to think that they have every right to control your every move and every decision. So that's where that sort of family connection that I was picking up from at the start of your read is coming in from. Some of you, not all of you, are actually breaking free from those overbearing family members, and you're finding the confidence within yourself here to start living your own life in your own best interests, and no longer are you going to live in the interests of others. This is literally all about breaking free and pursuing your own hopes and your own wants and your own desires. You're having a second chance at life here, and you are absolutely going to make the utmost of this particular opportunity. So yeah, a lot of it's a very brave thing to do. Right, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very, very much for watching. And for those of you who don't give a shit, then this is the Rebel deck. This is the deck that I always finish my beginning of the month reads with. So for example, these don't show up in the love reads mid-month. They're very blunt and very to the point. They work in exactly Bloody hell. The same way as all other tarot and oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. And apparently, Aquarius, I now have to sit and read out to you half of the deck. It's not a problem. Right, we've got fucking apologise. Seriously, just do it. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. You think somebody is lying. They are. Fuck, shit's about to get real. Yeah, you don't say. You need your people around you. You need a big fucking hug. Squee. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your own shit. And be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Please like, share or subscribe if that has resonated for you. And thank you so much to all of those who have already supported my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my description box below. So thank you again, Aquarius. Please do take care out there and we shall speak again soon. Bye.